Hello YouTube and welcome to the final review of the Winter 2017 season. As the previous review, this one will be rather short and it's on the anime Trickster, Edogawa Rampo Shonen Tanteida Nyori, or just Trickster for short. This was an anime that started airing last year in the fall season and then continued into the winter season. Now, I did have some expectations for this anime, and I think the community as a whole had expectations of Trickster. But we already know that having expectations for an anime is a dangerous game to play. The story of Trickster focuses on a boy named Yoshio Kobayashi. Kobayashi only has one wish, and that is to die. He simply doesn't have a reason to live anymore, but there is a problem. Kobayashi can't die. He has a special ability which makes him immortal. Now, one day Kobayashi meets Kensuke Hanasaki, who works for the Boys Detectives Club led by another character called Kogoro Akechi. Hanasaki offers Kobayashi a deal. Kobayashi starts working for the Detectives Club and Hanasaki will find a way to kill him. Now Kobayashi accepts this offer and starts to solve cases together with the other detectives. And at the same time, they try to eliminate a threat called 20 Faces, who seems to be very fond of Akechi. If I were to summarize this anime in just a few words, then it would be that its story was chosen poorly. They chose the wrong story to focus upon here in Trickster. You know what they should have done? They should have focused on Kobayashi's story and on his past. That was also the logical thing to do. Those few episodes in the second part where we do focus on Kobayashi were the most interesting ones of the anime. There I finally got to see what I was expecting to see here. And at the same time, I felt that the focus and the tone of the anime was getting more and more serious, since before these episodes Trickster also used a lot of comedy, and in my opinion it wasn't always well used. So I wanted to know much more about Kobayashi's past, much more than we now get to see. It was way too brief and way too unexplained. So what was the main storyline of this anime? Well, instead of obviously focusing on Kobayashi, the anime's main storyline focuses on Akechi and 20 Faces. And the biggest problem here was that storyline was uninteresting and very difficult to follow. I had a lot of trouble figuring out the relationship between these two, and until today I still don't understand their connection. I understand that 20 Faces is a lunatic, but I simply don't get it. So as a conclusion, Trickster simply wasn't a good anime. It chose the wrong main storyline and then also failed to explain the new storyline properly. If I don't understand the story and the characters at the end of the anime, then you haven't done it right. So overall, I'm going to rate Trickster at a quite disappointing 2 out of 5 stars. There's another anime out there with the exact same base as Trickster, but it did it way better. And that anime is Bungo Stray Dogs. As I just said, the main story is basically the same as in Trickster, with main characters that look very much alike. Also, Bungo Stray Dogs wasn't the best anime that I saw in its season, but it did a way better job than Trickster, especially in its second part. And with that I conclude my short review of Trickster. As usual, you can find the full list of all my animes and reviews over at Anime Planet. As usual, I will put a link in the description box down below. Now if you want me to review particular anime from this list, please put it in the comments. Also, if you have a recommendation for me, put it in the comments as well. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, visit me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and subscribe to this channel for more reviews in the future. Then I will say arigatou gozaimasu and I will see you all in the next video.